Hello and welcome to another Ask Me Anything. Today with Raza from the marketing team, and today we will talk about the Me token design. So the Me token design and how it came into place, why it's looking like it, and also give you a little bit updates about how to get the token once it's launched. So hey Raza, and thanks for being here.
Hey Luke, thanks for having me over. And it's a great, exciting time for medieval empires, our project, our team, and definitely, a lot of people have been asking us because they have seen the token design and they have seen the token design in our social media post. So they have been asking that, we receive these messages in our communities that, okay, what is the story behind this token design? And the real story is, again, much kudos to our art team, because our art director, Mr. Peter, and his team of artists, actually, they all have been working very hard with all of us, and they have been creating amazing art for which you guys have been enjoying in our community. And this token design is one of those arts, and it is just a token design, but there's a lot more that went behind coming to this particular shape and design the way it looks like.
Mm.
So today we are going to briefly discuss that what's the story behind it and what was the journey of the token, actually, how Me token with double E, remember that Me token came into being as the way we know it. So let's move forward with it. And so uh, let me go to the next slide. Yeah. So what's the inspiration? So we have to understand that inspiration has to be about what our subject matter of the game is, right? So like our subject matter of the game is 12th and 13th century AD, medieval era, where there were kingdoms who had their own coins. There is no printing press around, but there are precious minerals around. So
Mm.
what we did as the first step when we were given this project to kind of realize that, okay, what should be the token design like, what should token look like, we thought about okay, what was happening in that time of the world, like in especially in Turkey, in our main initial focused region. And then again, we also looked at the empires around: the Byzantine Empire, the Roman Empire, even the older period. We looked into, like, Hellenistic period, how their tokens, how their coin and currency was, how currency was happening in the Arabian Peninsula as well, in the European countries as well. So it was an interesting research, sort of, we all went through. I was luckily in Turkey around the same time where the project was being assigned to us, and I got the chance to visit a few museums there. And my focus was again looking at the coins there. And luckily, I was in Izmir, I remember that, and I was able to go to a museum where they had showcased many coins from their entire history. So we saw some coins, and our art team also had some direction in their mind. So like you can see on this slide, like these, if you see these coins, these are the actual historical coins which served as inspiration for us. I mean, they look very different because, again, they belong to different dynasties, they are belonging to different times as well. But one thing you can see, they are not perfectly round, they are very irregular, yet they use minerals and metals which are very prevalent around that time, which is, again, gold, silver, copper, alloys of copper like brass and bronze. So, and the color, as you can see, is not purely very shiny color, but it's like more metallic, rusty color about the entire design of it. So our inspiration was pretty much based on what was going on in that era, because we do want to stay authentic to the time and the history of that of our game's subject matter. And luckily, we also have a very I'm sure you guys have been enjoying the reels of the historian advisor we have on board. And we also went to him for advice because he is somebody who really researches around that era of Turkish history. So he was able to kind of guide us as well. He was able to give us a little bit direction that what metal and what kind of look the coin should have. So we kind of went ahead with that. So this is something like, of a like a visual that how, because since there was no printing press, and how do you think, like, people would actually make coins in that era? So like we looked into the machinery, and we looked into like how, like we wanted to envision that how that coin design was like. So this is some sort of like, how the metal was placed between these two surfaces, and it was hammered on the top, so that whatever we want to get imprinted. So for example, a lot of people had different symbols. A lot of kings have their own symbols. A lot of dynasties had their own symbols. So they were imprinted through this medieval tactic of imprinting stuff over the coin.
Well, I see you now with the hammer doing the me coin already.
Obviously,
When it's
yeah.
coming out.
Now every time you guys will see the me coin, me token, you can see, imagine me hammering the coin over.
Now that's stuck in my head. Thanks for that.
Yeah. These were the absolute initial kind of, sketches which our artists, like when our marketing team and art team kind of, set together, and we start brainstorming. So these were the like few designs that popped up initially, because we were looking at the symbolism of that time. So, and again, we have to remember, medieval empires, though it's starting in Turkey and it's starting with Ertuğrul and all the things around it, we are not going to be limited to just this part of the world. We have to
Yeah.
expand our empire through the entire world, and wherever the medieval times were prevalent. And so we didn't want the design to be very much particular to Turkey only, or that particular region only, or the Byzantine Empire only, but we wanted the design to be very, very universal, sort of,
Yeah.
because we do want the me token to last as long as the game is. I mean, the game will keep on evolving, but the token will remain there, and hopefully will be booming. And so we did want that its identity should not be stuck to only one region of the globe. We wanted it to be universal. So we looked at, what symbolism were being used. So like people were using crowns, people using crosses, people were using shields, people were using swords. People were also using stars of different sort of way, like 8-cornered stars, 5-cornered stars, pentagons, hexagons. So we looked at all of these, like, elements that, okay, what can we use? Can we write something on it? Can we scribe something on it? Can we do some sign on it? Can we put crowns on it? And again, with crown, again, there's always a debate: which sort of crown? A very European crown, a very Eastern European crown, a very Asian crown. So, but we explored all the directions, and we looked at all these directions, at how we can go on with the design. And then again, our artists were able to kind of present a sort of preliminary like, amalgamation of all these ideas to us. Like, so like you can see this progression, and the color changes. Like, we were also just testing different metals and the alloys as well. Like, like if you see towards your absolute left, you would see that they are very yellowish in color. So like they were portrayed to be very pure sort of gold, golden
Like
color and everything.
freshly printed instead of like looking a little bit used already.
Exactly. We did want to kind of show that, and you can see there's a crown there. There's some flowers there. There's sun and moon there, because sun and moon were also very common apparently in those times. And then we had like sort of like, more flowery design there, because again, that was also something which was prevalent there. Then as you go towards your right, you can see there's more rusty, more bronzy element to the entire coin, because alloys were very common at that point of time. So and they were cheaper as well to make. So a lot of dynasties who were not that affluent, they would rather go for cheaper metals like copper and bronze and brass for making coins. So we were also like testing it out, and we were like looking at the different angles at where the design can go. And then we kind of somehow settled up on this coin, but then we realized, oh, we are writing the me with single E, although our token name is double E. So then once we settled on the design, as you can see, the design is amalgamation of whatever we saw in the previous slide. So like we saw crowns and we saw stars and we saw sun and moon and we saw flowers. So somehow this design kind of incorporates all of it. So there you can see stars here, you can see some flowers and leaves here, you can see some shapes there, you can see some round circles there. You can also notice that the shape is not perfectly round. There are dents, there are indents, there are irregularities in the design, because we didn't want to look like a very perfect round, because perfectly round coins didn't exist
Wouldn't
at
work.
that point of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I
yeah,
showed you that. I mean, if you're hammering a metal, it won't, expand into a perfectly round shape. And there was no printing press at that point of time, so again they had to make do with whatever they were getting. So yeah, I
Mhm.
think so that's like a very brief design progression of how the Me token came into being. But there were some other specifications we need to, like, as a modern game, we also need to also understand that where this token design was to be used. We had to make sure that as marketing team, we also were aware that, okay, this token design, once it's done, where are we going to use it? We are going to use it in our videos. So we needed a 2D or 3D render version of this design as well. So we needed something which would work seamlessly with Blender files and Adobe suites and all of these things. So we did want a 2D and 3D render of the design. So the design brief which was given to the art team was also about, like, we need 2D and 3D rendering about this. We need to use it in our communication. So if you guys have seen our recent announcements about the token launch and our upcoming IDOs and exchange listings, so they will all be using this token very heavily in their communication. So we knew that, and so we wanted a token which also grabs attention when it should not look like every other coin in your pocket, right? So like, and that's what's our main focus was, that when you see the Me token, you actually think of Me token. You don't think of your, £1 or $1 in
Yeah.
your pocket. So we
I would
we
like I would like to have such a token in my pocket, to be honest. So
Well, you
when
never
you
know.
when you
We
sit
might
there,
we might we might do a giveaway in future. I mean, people can win Me tokens. You never know. I mean, let's see. You guys have to keep following us for these things, because there's a lot in like we are planning a lot of stuff. I mean, the token launch is something which is right near us and approaching us, but there's a long time ahead for us, like, to do exciting stuff for our community. So
yeah.
yeah, maybe you will be able to look. We will be able to kind of print the Me token
Only
by hammering. By
only if you do it, then I will take it. Yeah.
let's buy hammers then. Let's start collecting hammers to, so that we can kind of start making Me coins in that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's definitely something which we also are considering. We, in the future, we might have NFTs related to it, or we might have something related to it. So you never know. You have to stay tuned with our community and our updates to get all the latest about what we are going to do with the Me token in terms of marketing.
Perfect.
And then again, the gold color is also something which we wanted to signify. So if you're aware of, if you have gone through our white paper and if you have gone through our technical documents, you also know that there are two tokens in our game. One is the Me token, which is a utility token, and which is going to be available for sale very soon, and which you can also get through IDOs and through our exchange listing. But there's also going to be a silver token, which is particularly the game token, which players, when they will be playing and doing the required actions in the game, they will be earning in the game. So we need to differentiate between those two designs as well. So, and again, gold is a timeless metal. Gold
Yeah, of
was
course.
always precious. Gold is still precious, and I think gold will remain to be precious till we can see in the future.
Not as precious
So
as the Me coin, but
not as precious as Me coin, but yeah, I mean,
yeah.
but yeah, we did want to signify that a Me coin is as precious as gold can be, or even more.
Yeah.
So we did give the golden color because of this reason that we saw. And again, it's very true to what historical inspirations of this coin come from, that kings and queens were issuing gold coins as their premier currency, and they would be very, very like, the more gold coins you will have, the more powerful and influential you will be in the court. So we did want that. uh, and again, me token will also give you that influence and power in the medieval empires game as well. So
Yeah.
that is a good symbolism going on there. So yeah, I mean, just to this was a brief journey through how we came about Me Token design, and Me Token launch is just around the corner. I mean, it's December already, guys, and we can just say that get ready for the token launch with the
Yeah.
IDOs just around the corner. I mean, you just have to stay tuned with our updates. Our IDOs are going to be announced very, very soon. We are partnering with VPad and TrustPad, and some more announcements will be coming soon as well. And there will be an exchange listing as well. I think we will be announcing the exchange listing very soon as well, within this week or so. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, and then probably Me Token can be yours as well. So that's,
Exciting.
yeah,
Yeah.
exciting times, exciting times. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I for sure will have me. So Me Token.
We all want a bit of me, right? We all
Yeah.
want a bit of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Thanks for giving us this update. Every time I'm in such an AMA, I'm like, okay, I wouldn't have thought that you can think so much about a coin design. But I mean, since this coin will, or the token will stay on for hopefully forever, I think there's a lot of details that you have to have
Absolutely.
in mind. Also, like with the 3D and 2D rendering, and where we will use it in game, on the marketing side, or wherever you use it. So yeah, thanks for the insights. And
And just to
um,
jump in again, we have to give credit to our amazing art team. They
yeah.
really, really are amazing in that sort of way. When we marketing team, we go to them with our crazy requests, and oh, we want this, oh, we want that, oh, we want this. And they are already working very hard on the game design and the game art as well. So they are always there to kind of facilitate us with our requests, and they come up with such amazing designs. So much appreciation for the medieval empires art team as well.
Yeah. And if you have any more questions from the community regarding the coin, or the token launch, or in general about medieval empires, drop your questions in the comments, and our community team, and we will then get back to it and answer them on the next video. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to follow and subscribe, and yeah. Thanks, Raza, for being here, and
Thank
see
you
you
for
in a
having
couple
me.
of minutes, most likely in the next call.
Definitely.
So have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.